is this place? It's as though my mind has been clouded by 1,000 ravens and my feet traversed 1,000,000 mountains. My tractor, where are you? My name is Nodens, and I'm the god of hunting on my isles. One day, when I was travelling in the forest of Banagher, I caught a glimpse of some nearby deer. However, they were not the only beings that caught my attention. A white wolf was nearing our mutual prey, when a few mortals entered my canvas. I was swift to spawn a whirlwind of arrows and dismay the humans. Yet when I kneeled down beside the brute, it had already seen the unholy end of a poison arrow. With my healing powers, I made haste to aid my new companion, who in turn told me her name, Dryocta. knew instantly that she was of an otherworldly nature by dint of her uncommon colour. She told me that she could with me partake in the creation of visions, allowing me a peek into my destiny, and perhaps later the end of my eternity. For many full moons she was my lucky charm, and I was her distinguished overseer. The souls of the woods flocked around her as if she was Abnoba herself. It was only later on that I learned that she not only attracted other animals, but also beasts. Feeling blessed about our newly baptized kinship, I went out hunting with her some more, yet soon discovered how weary she grew of my efforts to annex meat from deer and other animals in the forest. In fact, she treasured no better luxury than to survey my peaceful landscape and the swans on the pond with meditative demeanour. Gathering carrots for the wild horses was also something she glorified in. In truth, it was obvious to me that the act of slaying was deemed time-worn as opposed to the deed of loving by her. Egad, now I recall. The soaring wall of Nanto Sulta, she of Winding River and sun-drenched valley. I vividly remember how the free thinkers tried to turn her image into that of a Daruga Dua, yet were taken by my mother's Anu's elite horde of the Tuatha De Danann. Now, how many dare have I heeded so far? Never. Never. Truly. The mortal of my lands too recognised Dryocta's clemency and noted how she exerted her prophecy to reveal when the weather was changing. If the sun performed the next day, she would be elated for her omen. If the skies ere long would open with the tears of my clan, she would hide in a hollow, and all the mortals considered that amusing. I, on the other hand, believed her to be a benediction regardless. But one day, as in all good tales, something happened. I had only assembled all of the earthlings for a celebratory cave bear hunt when we encountered the mountain dragon Lignapiste in the forest. Legend had it was invulnerable. My wolf, however, snuck over to the sleeping giant to investigate. And it vanished, as if struck by magic. All the men roared with laughter again. Still, Dryocta howled as if something was horribly amiss, yet the men would not give heed to her elegy and charged at the bear cave as men do. The air, though, felt as if it had been corrupted by something sinister. Four berserkers aimed their arrows at something in the blackness. The leader drew the captured Cleve Sulish. I had bestowed upon him and ventured forth with valour. Soon a cry from him was read. When my faction arrived, we witnessed them. 2 werewolves, who had massacred the cave bears and devoured them like cats versus mice. Nevertheless, a light in their eyes persuaded me they had protected their human acumen. Hope, drowned in sorrow. All of a sudden, Dryocta gifted them a small number of novel flowers, and thus they were remade as men once again. The transformed villagers looked around in a craze for a few minutes, puzzled and momentarily distorted. Once they realized they were human again, they embraced each other as if they had made it to Anwin itself. They were a bit abashed by Drakta though, and I did not understand that. It's perfectly sensible to be afraid of the dark, but light, typical of whites to be misread merit. Normally men are cursed to roam as foul miscreations of divine punishment because they need to atone for their wickedness. But these men were certainly as respectable as Gofanin himself, who crafted my silver hand after my initial was sliced off by the dragons I imprisoned beneath Gwynedd. They stated that there had once been farming the land, and that was the only thing they relived. They didn't know how they got to be in this place, let alone who or what brought them here. But in my heart, I had a feeling.